Faithful? What's up, Faithful? What's up, Faithful?
What it do?
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Yeah, welcome to our show, the Always Faithful 24/7 show. We are the Faithful Huddle. My name is Mark underscore Faithful 87. What's up, Prez?
Chilling, bro. Chilling, bro. Glad to be back.
Absolutely, man. Always glad to have us back. Uncle
Fact.
Keith, what's up, Uncle Keith?
Football fun and conversation. Let's get it on.
Yeah, listen, I just gotta say, we said it earlier before we started the show. To our faithful viewers, my Uncle Keith is rocking one of the dopest 49ers shirts that I've seen online, and he beat me to it. It's dope, man.
Part of your inheritance.
Huh?
Part of your inheritance.
Yeah. Exactly. So to our faithful viewers, welcome to our show. Looking forward to having a great show with the Faithful Huddle. Listen, let's jump right in it. I want to talk about the news in regards to this week. 49er news. Running back Marlon Mack, wide receiver Willie Snead, the fourth, center Keith Ishmael, and cornerback Kerry Vincent Jr. was signed to the practice squad. Yo, what you guys think about that, guys? When y'all heard about the news regarding these signings?
In my opinion, Mac gives him the versatility to replace Elijah with, and is a seasoned pro with 1,000-yard season behind him, playing for the Colts.
Yeah.
Wide receiver from Willie Snead, I think that's just adding to abundance of riches. The cornerbacks, these cornerbacks are interesting. Keith Ishmael, fast, good coverage laterally. Defensive. Now you just talk about the signing, not the practice squad, right?
Well, the signing, and also being signed to the practice squad. Yeah, okay. I mean, you could say the signing, Uncle Keith.
I got you. And then Kamiko Toure, I was happy to see him come back. He promoted to the 53-man squad. He really got it on in the preseason. He was like one of the last defensive linemen cut, wasn't he?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he was I think he was
the very last one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Pardon me. Yes, right. I had to think about that.
And he was on a lot of our 53-man roster beginning this, during preseason.
Yeah.
He had him making it.
How he made it through waivers is crazy.
I don't understand that either.
Yeah. That goes to show you. Listen, most likely out of these signings, listen, I'm happy with Marlon Mack and also Keith Ishmael, because if they see something in Marlon Mack, like I believe we all see since we played against him during the preseason game, he looked really good against us, like I mentioned to you guys last night. I like the fact that they picked up Keith Ishmael. I haven't really seen any film on him regarding this center, but you could never ask for any more help than getting an extra center, being that Brunskill is still out, because we really don't know the situation with Brunskill. Pardon me, guys. P. Ward, what's going on, bro?
What's happening, fam? Y'all good tonight?
Y'all good. Bang, bang.
All is well, man. All is well. Yeah,
okay.
P. Ward. Yeah, pardon me. I'm sorry, bro. I was just asking the Faithful Huddle regarding the four signings, as you see, regarding Marlon Mack, Willie Snead, Keith Ishmael, and Kerry Vincent Jr. to the practice squad. Yeah, and I was just asking the Faithful Huddle. Now I'm asking you, what do you think these four signings that we signed this week to the practice squad?
Okay, well, we talked about Marlon Mack last night. I'm all in on Marlon Mack.
Yeah.
Willie Snead, nice. He played here in New Orleans, down here. He played for Baltimore, so he a seasoned veteran. So God forbid somebody get hurt, he could step in and produce for you.
Yeah.
I don't know about Keith Ishmael, and I think I heard of Kerry Vincent Jr. before. I think he's a pretty, solid cornerback. I heard the name before. and I see Jordan Willis went to the IR, and then they promoted. I saw that this afternoon where they promoted Torrey up. So that was a good move.
Right.
And I'm glad they was able to keep him on the roster, even though they had to waive him before the season started. So we know what he was in Indianapolis before he got hurt. So before fall too long, I think he'll be out there contributing to it. So I mean, if you look at all the signings, to me, I mean, I'm cool with it. I mean, I trust our scouting department. I trust our pro personnel people to bring in the right people to fit the scheme. So yeah, I mean, I'm good with it. And because I mean, we know at some point, man, these guys might have to play just because of the injuries, because it's 17 games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we know Matt can produce. We know what Willie Snead is. He's proven. I heard, like I said, I don't know about Keith Ismail, but if they bringing him in, they figure he could do something to help. And then the Kerry Vincent, the Kerry Vincent guy.
They seen something on film, right?
Right, yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I trust the scouting. I trust the pro personnel, people that they got in place that's, be able to, when somebody get hurt, can bring somebody to the roster. So, I mean, like I said, I think, in a big scheme of things, it can only, enhance what they already have. And that's what the practice squad is for. You bring players up that you need on game day, and then somebody get hurt, God forbid, you hopefully going to bring somebody in that can fill a spot or produce, on some level, maybe not to the level that person that got hurt did, but I mean, they're paying you to play. So, I mean, get out there and do what you do.
And just to add, they signed these guys because they fit the 49ers scheme. Now it's all about developing.
I agree.
Towards that system to fit that scheme. So I definitely agree with what you're saying. Also, as we can see on our screen, Jordan Willis is headed to the IR.
What happened there?
Something with his knee. They had to get something cleaned out. Is his knee? I don't know if they have to drain something or clean something up that we don't really know about. I really don't know the details. I read a little bit about it, but it's something about cleaning something out of his knee. So I don't think he's going to be out that long, but I think it's temporarily.
Okay.
And
it makes sense for him to to get whatever need to be done, and then like I say, Torrey can step right on in there, and and might be a little bit more of an upgrade. We got to give love to Jordan Willis for the playoffs. He always gonna be a beast for us that way, So he always gonna have love that way. But I mean, just in terms of maybe overall talent, Torrey has got more talent, honestly. But So
I would say I would say slightly more physicality than Willis. I really like Kimoko.
So Because I'm doubling down with y'all because I absolutely, barring injury to Torrey, he's not coming off this roster again.
You 53 or
he's not coming off. Like Torrey, if he stays healthy, he's not coming off. He's gonna ball. He's gonna play. Because the thing about this is that he was always playing with the second and third string. Well, Bosa wasn't playing. Armstead wasn't playing. Torrey's not even had the chance to play with him, bro. He was already making plays everywhere without him. So it's gonna be. I want to know the explanation. I want to know the explanation of how he got.
When they cut him, he was the first one to say that it made absolutely no sense. No sense.
Other than loyalty to Jordan Willis because of what he's done.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Y'all remember we had that talk a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah,
we was talking about if they decide, and I was right, and I was saying if they decide to stay with 10 defensive linemen. And I think I had 5 players up there, and I think some of us was naming who we think was, and I think I was saying between Hassan Ridgeway and I said Willis, and I gave Willis the edge.
Yeah, we both we thought Ridgeway would be the one cut.
Yeah. And when I was watching well, I would say when we was watching, but and me in particular, when I was watching the game Sunday, yo, Ridgeway is a huge dude, yo. I know Kinlaw's a big dude, but yo, Hassan, that's a big dude. Not to get off topic, but I just had to mention that's a big dude. And I was thinking, I was like, well, maybe that's why they kept that brother, because to have him on the inside, yo, I don't think a running back want to run in his direction in the interior. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with that.
Yeah, man. So I was like, yo, man, I'm like, man, but hey,
Teray here to stay. Teray here to stay, man. Teray's here to stay. He's not.
I agree.
He ain't coming off this roster.
I hear you, yo, but if Willis come back healthy, there's not going to be room for Teray on the.
No, I'm saying somebody else is getting a boot.
Yeah, they would probably just let somebody else go, maybe a cornerback or somebody.
I think
somebody that ain't gonna make no impact, really. Because they ain't gonna.
I'm saying one of the other linemen getting cut before Teray.
Oh, I don't know, bro.
No, I would say that.
No,
I would say they would cut somebody from the practice squad before they. I think they would put Jordan Willis back on the practice squad.
Yeah,
wasn't he on the practice squad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, they would let somebody go. Yeah, they ain't letting Teray and him not be on the roster.
Yeah, that's
what injured was Willis's worst nightmare.
Yeah,
getting injured was worse because they've already showed their loyalty to him by keeping him on the 53-man roster. Getting injured was the worst thing about because Turay's gonna eat his lunch when it comes to getting back on. Matter of fact, he's looking for ketchup and mustard right now. It's time to serve it up. You ain't coming back out here getting no real red meat.
You put him. He gonna be on that field. He gonna be on that field with
Teray gonna be put in the bed with nighttime stories.
What's up, 49 Chanel? What's going on?
What's happening?
Because Teray almost is like a defensive end linebacker.
Yes,
true.
He's the only one. He's the only one of these linemen that the 49ers can drop in coverage.
And we saw how bad they needed that.
It's just to have the ability, because we paid a lot of attention to spacing yesterday when we were talking about that show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So think of what happens when Teray can line up on the line, but you can drop him back
against that running back.
Yes,
exactly.
It's like a glove, baby. It's like a glove. It fits.
We watched
him down.
We watched.
You talking about as a linebacker, right? He can play that too.
That build. But he'll be coming off the line. He'll still be on. I think he'll still be on the line, but you can drop him into coverage. You can drop Teray back with that to cover that halfback. We get beat when you play fast quarterbacks. What beats us is their ability to run, but also he gets successful running. And then everybody over pursues, and all they do is hit that halfback pass. That's all Chicago did. That was all their other yards, was those little dump off passes. And you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
To have a lineman that can cover that or have the ability to drop, you can just scheme differently. There's, you know what I'm saying? You can bring a different pass rusher than you typically would in a look if you're able to drop a lineman and somebody else is coming up.
Let me ask you this question, bro. So we're going to go get to the main topic of our show, man. And I don't mean to put you on the spot, but being that you said that your Teray's not coming off this roster, and when you say that, you talking about 53 man.
53 man, yeah.
Who do you see coming off that line, yo? I'm curious.
I agree with. I think Pete was saying. I think Jordan Willis. I don't think that he overtakes, and I think Unc said. I don't think just healthy because he's a dog, and he's never. Could you imagine playing a sport? You know what I'm saying, and it's the hard as it is. And when he was on the Colts, you know what I'm saying, he was one of their primary players. You know what I'm saying. He was successful with the Colts before the injury.
Right. He
did that. You gave him DeForest Buckner, and his numbers shot up, right? Because that was the difference for Teray, is having DeForest Buckner there those last couple of years that he was there in his career. I'm not saying that's the difference, but it's here's my point. That's one player. You just did that, and you gave him Armstead, Kinlaw, and Bosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, like think about being the best at your position and all eyes being on you, and then now you're on the same field against the same competition, but you're the third or fourth person they're looking for.
I see what you're saying. So in other words, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but let me know if I got this understanding.
Yeah.
You prefer, because this is what I prefer, but I'm asking you, do you prefer Teray backing up Ebicom than Willis, and Aminu backing up Bosa? You feel what I'm
saying? Do they switch sides? Do they switch sides, or do they always just play with one spot?
They do switch sides. Yes.
Yeah, they be flopping. Yeah, they flip flop sides.
Yeah.
Now I can see that. But doesn't
Teray play more inside? Don't they typically bring him on the inside?
Well,
he's not lined up there. I'm not saying that he's lined up, but where he gets to.
To answer your question, based on his versatility, yes.
Fact.
He can play in the inside, just like Hyder. I see you, okay. I'll be right there with you. He can play the inside, but I think his strength is defensive end. That's why they had him backing up Ebicom, and Drake Jackson is behind Teray, out of respect for Teray's seniority over Drake Jackson. I can see Teray backing up Ebicom than Willis. Only reason why I slightly disagree regarding letting Willis go, because just what you just said, bro, the commitment.
He's going to the practice squad.
That's the small problem I have that I don't think the 49ers would do. What's up, Keith? I don't want you to lose.
But he's been on their practice squad in the past. Even before they brought him up last year, I think, towards the end of the year, and he was contributing on the line and then on special teams before, he helped us, in a Green Bay game. I think he had spent time on the practice squads. And that's what I'm saying. He was on an active 53-man roster, but he hurt. So they're going to promote Teray up from practice squad. So if he come off the injury and you got his spot filled on the practice squad, you just release somebody that ain't going to really maybe contribute depending on what the position is, and you bring him back to the practice squad because, God forbid, if one of the defensive linemen get hurt, you can plug him right back in, and what you're getting from him. Yeah. Realistically, he going to help you on special teams, obviously. And then on the defensive line, he's going to help you with the pass rushing against the run. He's a solid player. So to me, and they did that with Dante Johnson. They brought him from the practice squad to the active roster, back to the practice squad, to the active roster. So, I mean, that's really what you use a practice squad for. You bringing guys up in and out as you need them, throughout the course of the season, depending on where you might be thin in certain positions. Yeah. So to me, man, look, they love defensive linemen. So why would you let him rehab, get healthy, and then release him to go somewhere else? And we know that they got some kind of commitment and loyalty to him because of what he did. John Lynch and them ain't let no good defensive lineman go. So let him get his rehab, come back to the practice squad, and then if they would need him, he there.
Yeah, no, I was never saying cut him. It was always going to the practice.
My bad, Prez. Okay, what you gonna say? I don't want you to lose your train of thought.
I got it. I held on to it like I had a free ticket, man. We good. We're talking about Ebicom and Teray. They're one and the same type player.
Mm-hmm.
Both, and I'll tell you why I say that. Both of them can go inside and outside. And with Teray, he's got more experience. And one of the biggest challenges we had in the last game, we go to that, was people not staying in the zone coverage and staying disciplined. People left their spots and they expanded our zone, which is why they were able to dink and dunk over the middle. That's why I say you keep them both on that side.
But real talk, Uncle Keith, and our faithful Huddle, I don't recall ever seeing Joe and Willis playing.
Not Willis. I'm talking about Ebicom and Teray.
Okay, my bad.
That's what I was saying. Those two combined.
Okay.
Willis, I know he's a solid defensive lineman. There's no doubt about that. And special teams, his coverage, his ability, his tackling ability, no doubt about that, and the loyalty to the team and with his contributions. I totally agree with that. But we're talking about playing on that line and that zone coverage with flexibility. You want Teray out there,
right?
We said that when we were making our 53-man roster, if you recall.
Let me give y'all something to think about real quick. Based on what Prez said, man, that's why he's the general manager of our show. Yo, if Teray was to stay on the 53-man roster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will Jordan Willis be able to stay on the practice squad to the point he won't get copped up?
It depends. If here's the thing, we've been able to bring up and down Jordan Willis year after year to, like Pete was saying, and on the practice squad back and forth. So if let's say Teray plays a little bit better than good in his stint, okay?
Yeah.
A little bit better and good in his stint, however many weeks he has till Jordan Willis is ready to come back and is a threat to take him off the roster. If he plays a little bit better than good, and if he plays really well, he's going to get claimed. Teray's going to get claimed off the name before Jordan Willis is. So you can play the system of putting Jordan Willis in on the practice squad. Because chances are, man, we know injuries with our team, bro. He's coming back because somebody else is going to get hurt. Like, we know what it is.
But my question is, who would get claimed faster? Would Teray get claimed faster?
I think so. I think Teray is trade bait as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's why. And now I think that's why I think, based on what you said, Prez, Teray will stay on the 53-man roster because I think he would get claimed faster than Willis. Exactly. Don't disrespect the Willis. Exactly.
What about letting him play himself in a position where he's excellent trade bait? We always talk about having to sacrifice to get something on our offensive line. Wouldn't Teray make a good trade bait if you had to give up somebody?
Man, when you say Teray, we have to prepare for the longevity of the season.
Yes.
And then you throw in the playoffs. And no, at the rate that our team gets injured at every freaking position, at this point, the only person you're trading is
being good.
Is Jimmy G. That's the only one that you're trading because no matter what, unless we were to be successful this year, Trey stays in, plays, we're successful in make the playoffs. I ain't saying whatever, just make the playoffs.
Right.
So Jimmy's gonna leave, or that proves that it can happen and Jimmy can come back as a backup. If that's what it ends up being. If Jimmy turns out to be a career backup, like most people say, if this year can work and there's not the issue with Trey, and then if we can get past the media and the perception, because there's no issue with Trey and Jimmy, or even in that locker room. That's not the real thing. It's everything else.
Can you say that louder to the faithful?
Yeah.
There's no problem between Lance and Garoppolo.
Go ahead, Uncle Keith.
No, I totally agree. I'm listening to you on this because you're spot on.
Yeah. So
look,
if you keep him, Jimmy can get traded. You can get something for him. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: if Trey gets hurt, you know what I'm saying, or Trey doesn't play well to the point that he plays so bad that you have to bring him back up. I'm not saying that happens or it's even a possibility. I'm just saying if it does, you want Jimmy G there because you still have a Super Bowl roster. And so it's like there's a lot of reasons to keep Jimmy G and there's reasons to trade him. You know what I'm saying? But when you trade him, we lose a lot by not having Jimmy G back there in that backup position.
That goes to Purdy, doesn't it?
It goes to Purdy, but now you're talking about getting into the playoffs and down a stretch run, and you got to go win. No, that's no rookie quarterback in any situation. If it ain't Trey, if it ain't Lance,
y'all see my face, y'all know. I like Purdy, but no, bro, no.
That's why you can't let go.
Not yet, bro. No,
you can't let go.
Look, let me chime in on Teray because I was thinking about this while Prez talking. You also got to look at the fact that if you come in, you're on an active roster right now, you come in and you produce and you make plays, you on a 1-year deal. Salary cap going up, Jimmy G money going to be free. You might be able to get you a long-term contract there.
Facts.
That's another possibility.
Yeah,
we got to look at as well. Yeah, you was a productive player in Indianapolis before you got hurt. You fully healthy. You came in, you did impress the coaches and you got respect at the locker room, so on and so forth. If you come in and produce in these X amount of weeks and become a part of that rotation, because you got to realize And a lot of reason why they drafted Drake Jackson, because many who was on a 1-year contract, Teray's on a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
What's his name? I'm drawing a blank on his
P
name.
Ward. Can I throw this in there, P Ward?
Yeah.
Because I'm about to jump rope with you, bro. We gotta remember Teray had 5.5 sacks last year with the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
5.5.
And that's what I'm saying.
A guy like
you got
that,
a chance to.
you got me thinking now, bro. I'm like, yo,
that's somebody you might want to keep long term on your team.
Why did we risk him at all then?
Huh?
Yeah,
I think they took a chance. They took a gamble and they won. I don't think they wanted to ever let him go, but I think they was playing a numbers game and they was looking at other things. So they, it's like you're playing craps. You could crap out or you could hit. Yeah. So, well, they didn't crap out, they hit. So he was able to come back to the roster because most people felt when he got released, he was automatically gonna get snapped up, but he didn't.
You know what I think? I'm real quick, Fred. My bad, bro. I think knowing the scheme with talent overweighs just talent. Being that Teray has the talent and athleticism, I think Jordan Willis, being that he was with us last year, he'd been through the trenches with us, also in the playoffs, and also was one of the reasons why we got to the NFC Championship. He knows the scheme and he has the talent, and he played on special teams. I'm not familiar with Teray playing on special teams. He might. I'm not really sure, but so that's my point.
Yeah, no, it's special
teams. We know the 49ers are huge on players with versatility.
Yeah.
If they can use you 3 times on a defensive line and special teams and stuff like that, it's like, yo, they're going to use you. So that's the point that I want to make along with what you had said, P. My bad. Press, my bad.
I just wanted to add to this because I forgot, man. Him and one other player, he didn't take any free agent offers. He chose to come back to the practice squad.
Yes. I'm glad you said that. Yes.
I forgot about that. Yeah. He can't even pursue free agency. He wanted to come back on the practice because he knows somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody is going to get hurt bro, when he's coming in. And
so they made commitments to him to hold him in place.
100%. 100%.
Exactly.
So they really weren't risking him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny that you said that, Prez. I was just reading what Jeff Wilson Jr. was talking about, and I think he was talking to Jack Hammer in regards to what you just said. He was saying, as the veteran, like I always keep saying regarding our running back core, he said this is Jeff Wilson saying, I'm paraphrasing. He was saying to TDP and Jordan Mason, he was pretty much telling them to stay ready and get ready because people get hurt. And then he was saying to TDP and Jordan Mason, now is your time. Matter of fact, he told Jordan Mason, now is your time, meaning this weekend.
Yeah.
And that's why I backtracked yesterday to you guys when I had said Sunday that I think Mason's going to start. Then Wilson is going to be the cleanup guy. And then last night I said to you guys, I'm going to change that. I think Wilson is going to be the guy. And then Jordan Mason will be the cleanup guy. And I think one of you brothers was saying that makes sense because that won't put pressure on Jordan Mason.
I think we all
that was been good.
Right. Been good. Thank you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think when you changed your position on that, it made us all think, that made a lot more sense. Because, one thing Kittle said was Mason them had to learn how to do the things other than run with the ball.
Right.
And it backs up and taking some pressure off of them. When he gets in that situational running, Mason already showed he can do it.
Right.
Down a cloud of smoke and woo mercy. You know. He's dragging linemen, free safety. In fact, he got a cheerleader 2 on his back. He going 18 yards. He ain't gonna stop. Free safety work, bang bang.
Yeah.
Bang bang all day.
Say it, bro. Finish it, P-Ward.
Gotta do it, man.
Bang bang till infinity until we can't no more, man. Look, that's what it is. Y'all know what it is. That ain't changing. That ain't never changing.
That's right. Bang bang 9 again. So
yes,
just
move
right along, man. Move right along. As you can see, Faithful Huddle, the Seahawks versus the 49ers this Sunday. Me and my beautiful family, we're going out there to California to watch that beautiful game. As you can see, You see, I'm amped, man. Let the battle of the NFC West begin.
Mm-hmm.
It begins this Sunday. Me personally, I wanted Russell Wilson to stay with Seattle so I can see that battle between him and Trey Lance. However, he made a decision to go to Denver. So with that said, it's and let the battle begin, guys. And before I get to the question, how do you guys feel about this battle regarding this Sunday?
Let me start on that one, if you don't mind. I think that the last game was the best thing that could have happened to this young squad. And that this team coming in, now remember, Seattle just had a tremendous high by beating Denver. And I feel that going into a game as an underdog creates focus. We have all the pieces. We just got to link them up.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be super hyped and super focused this week at practice and run-throughs and drills. And I'm excited. I think that all we needed was a kick in the butt, and we got it last week. In the right conditions, we're gonna be flying out. We're gonna be eating chicken this weekend.
I know that.
Is a Seahawk a bird?
Yeah, it is a bird.
Sound like chicken to me.
Listen, anything. Well, maybe should I say this? Well, anything with wings is a bird to me. I mean, a bat. We consider a bat a bird. I mean, it got wings too, but I'm just being funny. But yeah, I think to me it's a bird. I mean, it's a hawk. And I be seeing hawks around, man. Like eagles and hawks. Hey. But,
see, there's a big difference between a Seahawk and an eagle, man. I'm going to tell you.
I know.
An eagle pick up your dog.
Yeah.
And you with it.
Yeah, I've seen it. P. Ward, Prez, what y'all think about this battle? What y'all think?
Go ahead, Pete.
Well, I mean, I was able to go back and watch the condensed game of the Monday night game. Seattle was impressive. You got to give Geno his props. I think they got to be on Rashad Penny. He ran good. And they threw to the tight ends a lot. So that's going to factor in. They got Fan and a couple other guys. I'm forgetting the one guy name. It's on my tongue, but I'm forgetting. But I mean, defensively, they was a little bit more aggressive than they was in the past under Ken Norton. I think under Ken Norton, they played a lot of 4-man line, but looked like they was coming after Wilson. But their corners, I think, can be exposed
because they know how to play them. Because they know how to play them.
I think Debo and Ayuk could eat against their cornerbacks, and maybe even Jennings and Ray. And I think I had said last night, man, they didn't maybe throw Danny Gray in there for the speed component of it.
Yeah.
And they're saying Kittle ain't practice, and I don't think Kittle gonna play. I think they just gonna try to just get him healthy totally. But they got enough. Now, I would say that offensive line wise, just from watching the game back, and I was even watching the all 22. And I watched Johnny video that he did on YouTube. They gotta get better with the run blocking fits and the pass blocking with the line, because Seattle defensive line was pretty good, but the one that running back they had from Denver was getting some yards on them. So, I mean, of course, I think we're gonna win the game because they're gonna come with that focus. Like Onk said, that was good. They got their taste in their mouth. They wasn't focused, they wasn't disciplined, and it cost them. So I think they're gonna be disciplined and focused. But Pete Carroll on that other sideline, so Seattle gonna be ready. But I don't know if Jamal Adams gonna play it. I know he got hurt in the game.
Oh, not the way they talking like he's gonna be out for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, well then we don't have to worry about him with that blitzing and all of that.
Yeah.
So to me, if the line can open holes in the running game and give Trey time, I think we can expose their corners. And defensively, we always gonna have to deal with their receivers, Lockett and Big Boy.
Yeah.
So, if we can get pressure on Geno and stop the run against Penny, and I won't see the matchup with Ward against Big Boy, we brought you in and paid you the money to lock him up, then that's where it's at. Yeah. So I'm confident they're gonna win the game, but Seattle always gonna play them tough, regardless of who it is. So that's how I look at it. That's the matchups I see.
We gotta realize it don't matter if we 0-3, 0-4, 0-5. that team that is playing us is bringing their everything, because beating us right now matters.
True.
Like when people look at when they look at the schedule, you know what I'm saying? In the same way that if we come across and we got to play a Green Bay, you know what I'm saying? We got to play like Tampa Bay. We got to play the Chiefs. We got those games coming up. You know, like them games mean something. Any team that's not them teams and a couple more is looking at us the same way every weekend. Like there ain't no more, like, you know what I'm saying, being the underdog. Yeah. Like even with a rookie, the quarterback, we're never going to be the underdogs, like in that way. And so we're going to get their best every week. Every single week, we're going to get the other team's best. And we got to come out with that same intensity.
Yeah.
It makes us better.
And you're right.
True.
Matter of fact, all three of y'all are right, because one, they're in our division. They know us well, and we know them well. However, they haven't experienced Trey Lance yet. Does that matter? Yay and nay. Because Trey Lance can beat them now with his legs, like how we used to get beaten by Russell with his legs. I think that's the leverage regarding our quarterback. Just like what you said, P. Ward, with our weapons, we're good. Yes, we would like to have George Kittle in the lineup. However, we're still good with the weapons. So I agree with each and every one of you guys. However, again, we know each other well regarding the 49ers and the Seahawks. So it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. And I'm going to move forward, guys, with this question for our show. Can the offensive line get better with the pass protection on third downs? There's reason why I asked this, guys, because last Sunday on the third downs were the times when they had messed up, meaning there was times that I think McGlinchey gave up a sack to the point that took us out of field goal range. It was a couple of mixed blocks by Banks, and I read it was Jawan Jennings that missed a block that could have caused one of our running backs in the red zone to score a touchdown, because we could have been up 14-0 instead of 10-0. You follow what I'm saying? So the question is to the Faithful Huddle, can the offensive line get better with the pass protection on third downs?
Yeah. Well, you're always going to get better with repetitions, and that's what they don't have. They don't have the repetitions individually, and they don't have the repetitions together collectively. Like, so this is not going anywhere. Like, this is what I was trying to say. This is what I was talking about all off season. There's so many, like, this is inevitable. And them third downs ain't surprising, because on the third downs, that's where all your $1 million athletes are on the field. That's where your big time players are on defense. Come on, and they ain't gonna be ready. So what's going to happen is they're going to get better. Yes. Is this going away? Is Trey not going to be under duress for a lot of this year? It's not going nowhere. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Because now, with everybody else opposite of Trent Williams being a question, you just take everybody away from Trent Williams and you put your weaker players with Trent Williams. Yeah. And it's just a free-for-all. Yeah. Before I go on like a long-ass thing. But so, yes, it's going to get better. It's not going to get fixed. It's going to be an issue all year. But the thing is, they get reps, they get better, and Shanahan learns how to adjust. Trey Lance learns how to adjust. And ultimately, by that second half, this is why I always said the first half of this season was going to be difficult games, one, and then they're just trying to learn and gel together. Second half is going to be a lot better than this first half from how the games are going to go for this offensive line, because they'll have a chance to play together.
When you say first half, you're talking about our season, right? First half season, second. Gotcha.
Yes, because we're on the road so many games. Like, people say the second half is harder, but we're at home all those games. The first half could be easier, but we're on the road. So the 5 of 8, there's no easy road game. Period. This is the NFL. Like, there ain't no easy road game.
And one day by the NFL, it ain't easy winning a game in the NFL.
Period. Period.
I don't care how much talent you have. And we already seen that this past Sunday. No point intended. But when it comes to NFL, it ain't easy winning a football game. Because you can have momentum like we did for 3 quarters and things could just go a shipwreck.
That's why Shanahan got to have, but I can't be mad at Shanahan. I'm not really mad at this because of the weather. But he has got to turn it on. He has got to become cutthroat. When we're in the red zone and it's 7-0, we got to fucking score. It's got to be 14-0. You take their hearts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where Shanahan has to get. And it's like, but it ain't, man, it's just because he don't trust him. And I understand why he don't trust him. That's why I can't blame Shanahan. He's a genius, and he has to look at it in every perspective. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, shit's weak, though. We got to get cutthroat, man. We got to fucking finish, man. We got to finish the games in the first half because we got the defense to kill them. We got the defense to destroy them. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get up far enough, 14-0, we are smashing you out, bro. Don't let us get up 14-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why Prez is the general manager of our show. I'll call him general manager for nothing. Yes, Uncle Keith, what's up, Uncle Keith? I see you over there patient, rocking that nice shirt.
Let's talk about that offensive line, though. Let's go back to the question. P. Warrior, the last time we all spoke, we talked about putting Trey under center more. And let me tell you, I thought about that, and I thought about it. And I went back and watched some of his college football, the limited sample of that there was. He was most effective and has been most effective when he starts moving first. You have him stationary. The offensive line has got to protect him because then when he needs to run, he has to start from zero. You get him moving, it helps that offensive line adjust. Yeah. He's then reading and determining which way he goes as opposed to where he's allowed to go. Thanks. That'll help your offensive line. That'll buy you more reps where less mistakes are made. So, yes, it can get better on third downs, but it starts with, like Prez was saying, the calls. Yeah. You know, Shanahan has got to trust him. Good gracious. Trey, back up. Hold on, let me check that cup again in a second. Hold on. Shazam. Anyways, you know that'll make it all. Hey, don't. Hey, look at your Smokey Bear. Don't do that to me. That's what it is. To answer your question directly, yes, we can, but I think it's the whole scheme. It has to involve the quarterback being mobile from the time the ball is snapped. That buys you at least 3 seconds, and it's all about timing. You get him loose, he can run and hurt you because he's already got a head start, or he can get free and look down the field and kill you. Right. But if he's predictable in that shotgun, all they got to do is protect this against the scheme. Right. And then when he has to run, he's running for dear life. He doesn't have as many options. Yeah. So to answer your question, yes, it can be, but you have to scheme it that way.
Gotcha. And let me say this to the faithful huddle and to our faithful viewers that's watching. The reason why I asked this question, guys, I've been doing a lot of reading and I've been watching a lot of film regarding our Bears loss. The reason why I asked this question because on third downs, meaning the offensive line, there has been some miscues on the offensive line regarding the third down to the point we could extend the play down the field. And also, when we were also in pursuit to score on third down again, there has been miscues to the point we couldn't score. So one, we couldn't continue to go down the field because there have been miscues on a third down. And two, when we are in scoring range, whether it's field goal or pursuit of a touchdown, there's always been a miscue regarding on a third down. In my humble opinion, yes, the first and second down, yes, you battling it out. But that third down, that's when you I think what Prez was saying, that's where you make your money right there. Mm-hmm. Right there on third down, you want to do your best to protect your quarterback to the best of your ability to make sure he's not pressured and also make sure he's not sacked. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked that question because That's the moneymaker, and that's where that's the time when you want to extend the play to go down the field and also to score. And that goes back to what Prez was saying that he know. My bad, Uncle Keith. That goes back to what Prez was saying. Kyle Shanahan, he trusts him. It's just that he don't trust him when it's
matters.
Consistent with them having miscues on third down. In my humble opinion.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
What's the biggest difference between Jimmy G and Trey?
Extend the play. In my humble opinion.
Ability to move and improvise in the pocket.
Yes.
That starts with him getting a head start from under center. If you put him in a position where he's stationary, you're forcing your offensive line to be as talented as they need to be, not as talented as they are.
Right.
And that's where it breaks down. So you're 100% correct. You got to man up. But the reason we switched to Trey was to be that man up position. He can then improvise from that position and move forward. You don't have to protect him as long because he puts himself in the best position.
Yeah.
You got a thoroughbred that you're holding by the reins now.
Right.
Let him go. I agree with Prez. Let him go.
Right. And you know
what? You have to worry about that right side of the line.
Right. Do y'all remember against the Bears when the 49ers need it was on, I think it was 3rd down and 13. And Trey Lance scrambled to get that first down.
Mm-hmm.
And respect. Yo, I was yelling at the TV at the bar. I was like, yo, Jimmy G wouldn't have did that.
Where did he take the ball from on that play?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
He was under center when he did that play.
Yes. Yes.
We agree.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'm waiting for the light to come down.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
You know what? Listen, man. And listen, you done set me up for this next question, guys. We're talking about Trey Lance. Mm-hmm. Here we go, guys. Should Trey Lance deal with the Seahawks defensive lineman pressure more with his arm or legs?
Well, let me chime in about the offensive line before you go forward with the question. Now, me and Uncle Keith, we right on track with going under center because he's just more comfortable under center as opposed to the shotgun. Now, I know they got the whole design of the play and all of that, so I know that's gonna factor into why they in the shotgun and what they trying to do, so on and so forth. Now, on some level, man, if it's third, I think what Kyle wants to do is to get him into 3rd down and manageable, 3rd down and 5, 3rd down and 3, 3rd down and 2, where you not putting your offensive line in a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15, where that's not the strength. But if that's the case, then y'all got to execute on 1st and 2nd down to get to 3rd down and manageable. If you missing a block on 1st and 2nd down, you gonna be in 3rd and long, or if you taking a sack, or if you getting a penalty, or holding, or whatever the case may be. So that kind of negates what he wants to do. Now, I agree with y'all that when you got him by the throat, you got to go for the jugular vein.
Yeah, man.
And when you're in the red zone, it ain't about being cute. And we know, see, one thing we all know about Shanahan. Shanahan is cutthroat. He want to destroy people.
Facts.
But
and that doesn't get talked
about. This is the only thing.
About.
Yeah, but the problem is the trust. He ain't trusting everybody out there.
Yeah.
He want to kill people, but as much as he want to kill people, he want the execution, and it just didn't go down. When they was in the red zone, we saw the tape. Y'all didn't watch the game a couple different times.
Yeah.
Jawan missed a block. Jawan never missed no block. Right. Banks got blown up. Buford got blown up a couple times. They was a half step off or a half step wrong. Now we know it's gonna take time for the offensive line. I agree with Perez. We know they're gonna struggle. We just trying to get them to the second half of the season where they could get the gelling and the timing down where they could be effective.
Yeah.
So we know Trey gonna have to buy time and this and that. Now, to jump forward to your question with the Seahawks, now if they coming with this pressure like they was coming against Russell Wilson, and we know he's seasoned, well, they figure we gonna pressure you because you not seasoned. Can the offensive line hold up? That's gonna be the key to the game. Can you hold up and create running lanes for Debo or Ray or Mason or Wilson or TDP, whoever you gonna run, and give Trey enough time to find Ayuk, because from what I saw watching the game, the condensed game, I think we can get their cornerbacks, but he gotta have time to throw it out there.
Right.
Thanks.
And that's the key. And then come on, we talking about Mike McGlinchey. You gave up a sack because you just was out of position, or you let the dude get inside of you, and then Trey could never, and I think he might have been under center on that play, and he never had a chance. Well,
I remember that play.
You know,
let me just
like,
no, you know what it was? He wasn't out of position. What it was, his defender moved his hands, and when he moved his hands, he jumped in the inside.
Yep.
McGlinchey jumped outside. Yeah. You follow what I'm saying? And that's when he sacked Trey Lance, and it took him out of field goal range. I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.
He's trash, man.
So, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, well, trust me, we know they're gonna have to get a right tackle. We know he just on this 1 year, 5th-year option. He gonna be gone.
You always said, yep.
Yeah, we know that they're gonna have to draft somebody up, whatever. But come on, man, look, you got to just hold your position. You know, don't let the man get inside of you when you know that's the quickest way to get pressure is right inside of you. Yeah. You went outside, he went inside. Well, Trey ain't gonna have no chance. That's what I'm saying. If Seattle is this new defense and they coming aggressively and they blitzing, well, come on, Banks, Burford, and Brundle, the 3 Bs. Well, y'all gonna either have to man up and hold that down, or Trey gonna be getting smashed in there, and we ain't gonna be able to run.
Yeah.
So, I mean, come on, y'all. I think I said it. Y'all got to come to the party. The offensive line got to come to this party.
Yeah.
It ain't time for y'all to be on the sidelines wanting to be in the party. We need you there, doing something. Yeah. So, you know, and so that's where it's at, because without Elijah Mitchell made up for a lot of the deficiency just by his talent. Well, he ain't in there. You got to make holes for Mason. You got to make holes for TDP. You got to make holes for Wilson. They ain't going to just do it off their own natural ability. Not saying they don't have the talent, but Elijah Mitchell is that one running back that we had that could do that. Well, he ain't there. Now, Marlon Mack is probably just as, could do it, but he ain't in the scheme long enough. This offensive line got to come on.
And P. Ward, yo, what you're saying now, you're pretty much answering my next question that I'm about to post up. So hold on to that, bro. We're gonna keep the present.
Well, I know.
I feel you. No. Look, bro. I'm over here laughing like, yo, he's answering the next question that I got presented for our show. No, you good, bro. Hey, Prez, what's up, bro? Uncle Keith, what's up, man? What y'all think? Should Trey Lance use his arm more or legs more regarding the pressure if it was to happen?
We got him in there for the use of his legs. The arm is not in question.
Right.
If he's able to read and anticipate the challenges or see them quickly and escape with his legs, his arm will take care of itself. So my direct answer is with his legs. And we say that for being under center. We know that he knows that right side is weak, so he'll be aware of that. I mean, he had one full game in how many years?
Maybe 2 or 3. I think.
Okay. So when you think about that, if he didn't learn anything else, he learned that McGlinchey got his lunch ate.
Yeah.
He ate the ground and spitting out grass by the time he got up. So he'll be better prepared. He will get better exponentially where other quarterbacks have taken seasons to do. He'll go from game to game and get better. I have to believe that because that's how much talent the kid has. And everybody that I know that knows football, great quarterbacks and so on, say that's how quick he learns. So I'm going to say it's his legs, definitely, because he's got a cannon for an arm.
Yeah.
All he needs is space to throw it.
I agree. What you think, Press?
We gotta definitely. I think Shanahan has to be very smart. I think I think you have to use Mac this weekend. I think Mac plays this weekend because he's the only one. You have to utilize the halfback drop-off pass because it's the only way you can kind of neutralize a pressure that's coming. The thing about playing Seattle, besides they have our number, is the fact that Seattle's a very dangerous team week in and week out because they are expected to be horrible. There are no everybody's sitting back and there's no pressure on them like that, and that makes that team dangerous. And you gotta be ready for a game, like especially if this weather, if it rains, you know what I'm saying? Like we in for another one. You're in for another one. Like, and we have to utilize that halfback pass. I don't know if Mason can do it. I know Wilson's all right at it. I would imagine TDP should be good with it since we drafted him in the 3rd round. You know what I'm saying? Like so, but it's the line. They're coming. Trust, like we are in for a dogfight. We are in for a dogfight, and this can definitely be a 4th quarter game if we don't come in and play how we're supposed to play off top, like from the beginning, because Seattle will be coming. And Pete Carroll, he has nothing to lose. Like, this is Pete Carroll's Super Bowl. Like this goes back to how long Carroll's been there and everything that's gone on. Like these games are his Super Bowl, and he's dangerous. Like them 4th and 4 and 4th and 5s. Don't be surprised if they go for it, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, we have to be ready, man. Like for real, have to be ready.
Our general manager, what you said, I feel you. I agree with you. However, should Trey Lance use his arm more or legs more? Reason why I asked,
my bad.
No problem. Should he use his arm more or legs more? And think about what we discussed yesterday in regards of protecting our investment regarding Trey Lance.
Yeah.
And I was mentioning that sometimes when a defense play good defense and nobody's open, and let's just say if our offensive line was to collapse, Trey Lance is going to have to use his legs at times, maybe more than we expected. Even just like I think you had said it, if Kyle had designed 4 attempts for him to run, I'm cool with that. But if there's times that the offensive line collapsed to the point that Trey Lance got to bail out Kyle Shanahan, I guarantee you Trey Lance is going to do it. Real quick, today's presser, Trey Lance was mentioning how he acknowledged that he has to be more conscious on his scrambling. And I think he was saying, I'm just paraphrasing, I think he was saying how he should he didn't use the word slide, but he was saying pretty much like get down before he gets tackled because he understands his value of leading this team, within the season.
Facts.
So that's another reason why I asked this question, because it's going to come a time, guys. Pardon me. It's going to come a time, guys, where he's going to have to either use his arm more or legs more when he's pressured by a defensive lineman.
I definitely, it's arm for me. He's got to use his arm, man, because he's a quarterback, and that's what we drafted him to be, and that's what it's got to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't be getting hit like this, and he's taking big boy hits too, like, because he's not getting down. It's like, bro, he's going to get hurt. He will not last 5-6 games doing what just happened last game. It will not happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the NFL, bro, and they are coming for him. Like, you can see it. The Bears players were coming for him. They were ready to hit him. So it's like that. It's like the plays are there. I think this is where Shanahan has to shine. Like this weekend, Shanahan has to come, and it has to be that 2-back. To me, it has to be that 2-back system. You know what I'm saying? And you're passing it off to them. You're running plays to keep everything balanced because that pressure is coming. That's how you eliminate. If it's going to be pressure in your face, it's a 1-2 ball out drop. Like that's how it has to be. And that comes to Shanahan scheming that properly to get that done.
Gotcha. P-Ward, you said something regarding this question, right?
Mm-hmm.
You did, right, P-Ward? You hear me?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say this. I think it's got to be a combination of his arm and his legs. Now, if they getting pressure in a line out block, and he gonna have to get out of there And then that's where you're gonna have to be able to throw on the run, and that's when your scramble drill and your receivers breaking off their routes and coming back would be in play.
Yes.
Now, I agree with Perez. I think they got to use check in the screen game and the passing game too. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have confidence in Mason or TDP catching out of the backfield, well, hell, use check, one of the best catching fullbacks and maybe one of the best just overall catching as a, if you won't call him a running back, you know, hybrid player in the league. So you got to use him as well. And you use Wilson. To me, it's got to be a combination of, okay, you got to play to the strengths of Mason and TDP. If the strength is running the ball, then feed him the rock. Right. Okay, not saying you predictable, but you can still scheme it up with Wilson to get him the ball catching out of the backfield. You can scheme it up with use check getting him the ball out of the backfield as a receiver. You can use Ray McLeod back there. You can use Debo back there. So you got options. But your main focus is you want to run the ball because you don't want Trey Lance in the third and the longs. You don't want the offensive line having a block when it's 3rd and 15 where they're going to come with their pressure. So, man, you got to play to the strengths of the guys that you have and then use check in the passing game. Use Wilson in the passing game. Use Ray McLeod. Use Debo back there. Now, it would be great if Kittle was there because that's another option and another threat in terms of helping you with your line and in the passing game, but he's probably not going to play. So there's more than enough that Shanahan can use. It's just how he's going to use it. And will Mason and TDP run that rock? Because we know that's what they want to do. They want to run that rock. And we need the offensive line to come with the physicality and be on point with opening the holes for them to run the rock, to get us to the 3rd and the manageable. If Trey is in 3rd and 5 the majority of the game, we winning that because with the weapons we have, we should be able to convert. And like Fred said, when you get in the red zone, go for the throw. Don't be trying to be cute with it. Get the ball in the end zone so that because like Fred saying, if we get a 2-3 score lead, then that plays right to the defense. Seattle, you can't run the ball because now you're from behind. So you're playing to the strength.
Good point.
Now, all we got to do is come with pressure and cover the 2 receivers that always kill us. But we got the corners to deal with them now. And we got Hufanga and we got Gibson back there. So, and we got the linebacker. So if this game is an offensive game, if our offense come to the party and play the way it's supposed to play, then it's going to allow the defense to do what we wanted to do, which is to get after Geno Smith. He ain't going to run nowhere. Russell Wilson going to move around and make plays and be Houdini and acrobatic and all of that. He going to stay in the pocket for the most part. So this is a tailor-made game for the offense. But like Fred said, Shanahan, we know you're a genius, but you got to go for the throat. When we got these boys down, if we come, we got to keep them there and don't let off of them at all. And if that happens, they're going to be straight. But look, I got to step out for a minute. Yeah. I got to run. Got to make a run. But I'm going to come back. I got to run, though. Yeah. But give me like maybe a half hour. And you going to stay on the 11 o'clock?
Yeah, another hour.
Okay, I'm going to be back. I got to make a run. But I'm coming back on. I just got to make this run, though. So I'll be back.
Yo, because you know what? The next question, you already answered it already. That's what I was saying.
Okay, well, then, I'm straight. So
you good.
So, yeah, I'm coming back. Back.
Safe, man.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Wait, Uncle Keith, what you got to say?
I was wondering if he did already. Did you talk about this already, Uncle Keith? Oh, no.
Yeah, yes, I did.
Yeah, I thought he did, yeah.
I said starting under center using his legs more because his legs buys him time for his arm. But what I didn't take into consideration to answer the question was him running the ball on a broken play. Because Chris said it very, very well about those big boy hits he's taking.
Right.
And my answer did not account for him having to actually run. But I thought you were just talking about the line holding.
I was just talking in general.
So my answer was based on how he could buy more time to get the ball. Because I'm assuming that on 3rd down, we're looking to pass the ball if possible. So use your legs to create lanes to pass in. That was my point. Now, him having to run, bootleg. It is what it is. You don't want him to do that.
Yeah, and use his leg for a broken play, just like you said. Hey man, shoot. Listen, all those mobile quarterbacks that been extending the plays against us. Now we got a mobile quarterback. Now it's our turn. Now you know what I'm saying, Prez?
Real shit, man.
Yeah, man.
But again, they played in the monsoon.
Well,
so how many times the fullback touched the football last game? You said.
You know, I've always said it. I've always said it.
I lost it.
How many times did the fullback touch the football last week?
Oh man, don't get me started. Uncle Keith, with that.
His underutilization and
don't. Awful.
It's
criminal. You got a bruiser that can catch the ball, and you in the mud, and you don't give him the rock.
You don't give him the rock. This is
mercy. That's like letting a skinny man cook. What for?
Hey, hold on, cuz I'll be cooking.
You be heating food up.
Yeah, you know, right? Exactly.
That's why you're still skinny. See, experience this side where you can cook.
Real talk between Uncle Keith, between you and Prez, y'all be eating during the show, man.
Hold on.
Y'all got food on.
I did not eat this week.
I know, but what I'm saying is, yo,
I ate before.
but real talk. Back to the topic, man. What y'all was saying, we talked about this yesterday. Woo. I would like to see Juice get more, some kind of production out of him. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, he produces by blocking and stuff like that, but I'm talking about catching a rock. You feel what I'm saying? And we know Juice can do it. It's just like, put it more on the field. You feel what I'm saying?
I think that's Shanahan trying to protect his quarterback by using Juice to do so. That's not to Juice's advantage as an individual or as a talent. I mean, if he has to block every single play, they know, and when he does get the rock, he's gonna still be in a blocking mentality. Yeah, Chicago showed us the formula. They threw the ball to their fullback because we played zone 3 coverage, and we can argue all night long about who's supposed to be where and when and how. But physically speaking, at the end of the day, if you collapse or expand that zone, somebody's gonna be free in that never land. Yeah. And that's how we got burnt several times last game.
Yeah.
But the juice needs to get loose.
Yeah, he does.
For real though.
Thanks.
Like I told y'all yesterday, if they had gave him that C on that jersey, he better have produced. I would have been livid if he was aware of that C, because I've been seeing a lot of tweets and I've been reading a lot of articles regarding, is Juice gonna be finally a captain? I'm like, if he gonna be a captain, they better overuse him, not use him. They better overuse him. Well, it's overdue, in my humble opinion.
Absolutely, but
we can't play scared.
See,
we can't play scared.
Prez eating now, Uncle Keith. Not money.
Yeah, but Prez, in light of that, we can't play scared. We're afraid to let our quarterback use his feet. We're afraid to let our fullback catch the ball and run the ball. We're afraid to throw the ball downfield. We're afraid to throw our smash mouth running back like Mason in.
Hey man,
we got to release the hounds. What we got to lose? 19-10.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that, because you're right. But here's the other side. I'm just playing devil's advocate because I feel you. I'm on the same. Okay. But the devil's advocate is, except for really 1 year, you know what I'm saying, where he had a above average offensive line, we've never had a crazy offensive line. You know what I'm saying? And so Juszczyk has always had to be used either because we run heavy, so he's used to open up holes and he's taking out a blocker, or because our lack of a line, if he's in there on pass plays, he's typically being used as a blocker. You know what I mean? Whether it was Jimmy G or Trey Lance. You know what I'm saying?
Who's our most experienced running back?
Him.
Jeff Wilson. Oh, you talking about Juice?
Yeah.
I don't really look at him as a running back, but if you do, then yeah, Juice.
Well, if you don't, just understand the scheme.
Facts.
Say it again, Price.
I know I said facts. What I'm saying.
That was you, Uncle Keith?
Yeah, understanding the scheme of things. Who knows our running game better? If you got to create the hole, you know where the hole's at.
That's why I said Juice.
Yeah, I
They
totally
don't
agree.
use. I'm sorry. That's why I said Wilson, because they don't use Juice really as a running back. They use him more as a blocker, and they use him more out the backfield for check downs or like short passes. In my humble opinion, they don't really use Juice as a running back.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a fullback.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, President, I'm pretty sure you know, a lot of people they add him as a running back, and I'm like, yo, he's not a running back, he's a fullback.
Yeah,
you know, like fullbacks got a different responsibility than a running back.
But at the same time, everybody says he's being underutilized, and I'm from the school of thought: if you can make a hole, you can go through a hole.
Yeah.
Well, somebody got to make the hole. The hole ain't there though.
Well, it ain't Juice.
You're absolutely right. No, on everything, you're right. But I mean, yeah.
So let me ask y'all this question, guys. It can be very concise if y'all choose. How can Jeff Wilson Jr. and Jordan Mason have a productive running game on Sunday?
Well, I think your running game still starts with positioning your quarterback. You know, if we're letting Trey loose and producing a lot downfield threat, that's going to push that first line of defense back a few steps.
Yeah,
and those holes will be exposed. Now we know that Mason will go shoulders down, head down, straight, and he's good. And when he gets ahead of steam, he's good for at least 7 yards. Wilson's you're going to be your finesse,
right?
Okay, and it really, again, to me, starts from the quarterback. You know, passing game is going to set up the running game, unfortunately, as opposed to how it normally is. The running game sets up the passing game. That's my humble opinion.
Facts.
Right.
It's for me, I've not really seen Mason a whole lot. Like, so
I have.
What do you mean, Press? What's up, bro?
I mean, like, seen a lot of him playing. You know what I'm saying? Even in preseason, you know. Well, you saw the preseason, but it's like seeing that against competition, like real competition. So you don't know how he's gonna be used with the ones. So yeah, I mean, he's definitely somebody we should definitely be playing more of. I feel like
I think I said it earlier, bro, and it's just my humble opinion. I think Mason is going to be Wilson's cleanup guy. Real talk. If our offensive line was to make lanes for Jeff Wilson Jr., I can see Jeff at least getting 4 or 5 yards and let Mason be the cleanup guy. In my humble opinion.
Forget those last first down yards.
That's all I see.
So thunder and lightning.
There you go.
I ain't mad at you for that. I think you're 100% right.
There you go, man. And I'm looking right now. I'm over here looking for this quote regarding what Kyle Shanahan has said. Oh man, where is it at? But anyway, I'm just gonna paraphrase. Kyle Shanahan was saying what he liked about Jeff Wilson Jr., TDP, and Mason. Mm-hmm. He was saying he liked how they run aggressive. And they run that bully ball running game. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not exactly what he said, but that's what I'm interpreting based on what he said, what he liked about Wilson, TDP, and Mason. So in regards to this Sunday game, I really believe that Wilson's going to start and Mason's going to be the cleanup guy. And I think that will be the best experience and opportunity for Mason to get on a very important stage and also a very important game that we need to win. You follow what I'm saying?
I agree with you, but I'm going to tell you something. In my heart of heart watching football, I think Mason's going to earn more carries by production.
As he should.
Because the kid is just something about him. I think I pointed it out. When that kid dragged all them defenders downfield because they needed 12 yards and he got 18.
Yeah.
And for the last 6 yards, he was carrying people. Literally, he had somebody up like this on his arm on his butt carrying him.
Yo,
that is a ball player. You don't see that every day. These cats get hit and somebody jumps on them. They sitting down looking for lunch.
And you know
this kid's out there hunting deer.
You know what I'm
saying? He eat what he kill.
You know what I thought about too, guys? This Sunday is the best time to do it because you're playing home. When you have your fans behind you,
you're right.
Yo, the frequency at Levi Stadium is going to be lit.
Will you be there?
God willing, man. You know I fly.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now. Underscore. If I don't hear you, I'm gonna talk about you.
Hey, bro.
I need to hear. You need to get on TV just for me.
Let me say this: when I come back home, God willing, comes Monday, and I be talking like this, and you don't hear no voice, that means I lost my damn voice.
I'm gonna say like this: you owe it to all of us to get on TV. Don't streak or do nothing funky, but do something to get on TV.
Nah. I ain't gonna have my mother looking at him like, boy, what you?
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. You ain't doing that
like that. Man, you know my mother, Uncle Keith. My mother don't play that.
That ain't going down.
Yeah, exactly.
If the camera hits you for doing something, then they had to come back because your mom be tearing you up.
Yeah. Man.
We don't need to see that.
Not at all. To our faithful viewers, again, thank you for watching our show. We appreciate your time and support. Listen, let me post up this question. Uncle Keith, this was a good question that you mentioned to me earlier. Will Deebo Samuel have 6 over or under carries against Seattle?
Perez, you go first on this one, player.
And I'm gonna go after Perez and then Uncle Keith.
I'll finish up.
I'm gonna let you finish this, Uncle Keith.
Yeah, I'm ready for this one.
What you think, Perez?
I mean, he probably is gonna have over. He's probably gonna have over.
Really? 6 over 6 carries?
Yeah. Huh. It depends. I mean, there's no. I mean, 6 is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
But it depends on this weather, man. It depends on this weather because here's the thing: in that first quarter, in those bad weather conditions, they were torrid. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the game, but when it was bad weather conditions at the beginning of the game, Trey was zipping that ball around, bro.
Yeah,
he was zipping that ball around, and Shanahan was scheming. Ayuk was open by 4 or 5 yards at least every catch, both catch.
Yeah.
So it means that he's being schemed open in space. You know what I'm saying? So in normal conditions, everything gonna go because you'll be able to chop them up. But in this rain, I don't know, man.
And you know what? When I was talking to my uncle earlier today regarding this question, I was like, okay, this is a dope question because you know me, I like the over and under question. And Prez, you said over, right? Over 6, right? You said over 6, right? Yeah. Reason why I'm just confirming that because real talk, this past Sunday he had 8 carries for 52 yards. So it is possible.
Deebo had 8 carries.
Yeah, 8 carries. He had 8 carries. Yeah, 8 carries for 52 yards.
Well, hell yeah, then.
That's why I pulled it up. I was like, let me pull this up. You know what I'm saying?
You weren't supposed to cheat.
Hey, man. yeah, good point. Good point. I ain't really looking at it like that. I really did it for Prez.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Your turn.
I mean, then they just said, yeah. I mean, 6.
Tough question, ain't it?
Yeah. Will Deebo have 6 over or under? It's a tough. I was real talk. Yeah, it's a tough one. You know, I'm with our general manager, yo. Honestly, I would say 6. Reason why, and because that's over. So I'm over. So I'm saying 6. Reason why, because I believe that Wilson and Mason is gonna have a good game, and I think their production on the field this Sunday will be the reason why they may not use Debo that much or having over 6 carries. I think 6 will be probably solidified for Debo. That's what I got.
All right, I'm going to surprise both of you and say under, and I'll tell you why.
So
okay.
Hey, Press, he set us up, Press.
I certainly did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I set you up like chicken grease with no bird.
You sure
did. It was a good idea, but ain't nothing getting cooked. I'm going to tell you why. You got 2 young studs out there that's going to get a chance to shine. If they're effective running, then you won't need Debo running the ball 6 times. You're going to need him expanding the field downfield. Because if this running game is effective, the passing game is going to be about stretching it downfield. We need to release the hounds. We got held in by weather, by scheme, by a lot of things last week. If you want to see Trey be Trey, let's let it happen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hope for
facts
and predict under 6 times. You use Debo to run 6+ times if it's necessary because nothing else is working. He is your stopgap and your outlet. Let's not use him like that this season. Let him fly. Let him fly. Let him fly.
Yeah. And just to add a little bit to what you said, and I said it earlier regarding Mason, yo, this will be Lance's first home game.
Good point. Good point.
As a starter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good point, though.
So I'm like, yo, what? Yo, the frequency is going to be crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy this weekend, man. Oh, my God, yo. So, yeah.
Week to go.
Huh?
Y'all picked a good one to go to.
Yeah, man. Yo, word is born. Hey, man.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you.
Oh, me. That shit is going to be.
Oh, man. What? Yo, it's going to be crazy.
I predict you're going to end up on TV over and under.
Hey, I hope so where I'm sitting at, man, because I'm right there, man. I hope so. You know, but I would say this. I've been doing some reading regarding the weather out there. They still saying, and God knows best, they still saying 60% of chance of rain. 60. I know our brother Jizzle was saying it may not rain, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
California is not like Florida. Florida, if it's 20%, you get wet.
Yeah.
You got more trade winds out on the West Coast, so 60% really is 60%.
Yeah. But I gotta be mindful as we get closer to the weekend. Before I'll fly out this Saturday morning, I gotta keep my eye on it, especially on Friday, because you know how the weather moves.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? I mean, that can happen too, to the point it may not be no rain. So, but here or there, I think we're gonna be fine regarding that game, man. I mean, it's a must-win game any darn way. So I'm not really worrying about it. But guys, yo, I think I got a good question for you guys.
Let's get
it. It's regarding the defense. All right. So I'm about to post it up.
Okay.
All right, check it out. Which battle on defense are you highly anticipating? Tarvarius versus DK.
That's a great question.
Emmanuel Mosley versus Tyler Lockett, or Samuel Womack versus Marquise Goodwin. Guys, this is Marquise Goodwin that used to be with the 49ers. You know, I ain't know he's with Seattle until I seen a lineup.
Well, he's going to try to get him. Carroll will try to get him to get that touchdown.
That's the point. That's the point, guys. Now, hey, Uncle Keith, you are elder. I'm going to come with you, bro. Which battle on defense are you highly anticipating? This is a good three. Three battle right here.
Man, this is steak, fried chicken, and whitefish. All I need is some hot sauce, and I'm happy.
Yo, man.
Gracious. Oh, man. You know what? I got to go with who I started with this year. Third of the Mac. Womack against Goodwin. Because you can expect them to try to stretch the field with Metcalf.
Yeah.
Lockett.
Yeah.
But the heart and the intent is going to be on attacking Womack with Goodwin. So I'm anticipating that. I want to see that. Womack played pretty well last week. And is up for the challenge. I think with better footing, he'd have had a better game. Right. So I'm anticipating that being the best. Ooh, that's going to, oh man, that's all good. But I'm going to go with Womack and Goodwin. Ooh, Grace, hold on.
Look, Brad, look.
Hold on. That snake looking pretty good too. I mean, Metcalf
I told you, yo, this one
that ain't fair, man. That ain't fair. That's like from
when I thought of this question, it was so easy for me, man. It was so I like this question right here. Yo.
This is a Rihanna and Beyonce kind of question. You can't go wrong. Shoot. I'm gonna stay with, you know what? I gotta go with my heart. I gotta stay with Womack and Goodwin.
Tyler Lockett, he ain't no slouch.
So
man, I just to make my
what's up, GM?
That's actually where I was going. I think this is gonna be the most important one. Because Tyler Lockett is a quick slant fast runner, you know what I'm saying? E-Man bigger and he's used to being in coverage, pressing man and type of thing, you know what I'm saying? So if E-Man can consistently win the press off the ball, we're in good shape. You know what I'm saying? But if it gets to a situation, you know what I'm saying, where he's able to get shifty and everything, it's very important because that would be a different type of wide receiver than E-Man's normally playing, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Last year, E-Man would have been, you know what I'm saying, the one. So he would have been like he was playing DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Now it changes, you know what I'm saying? So, and Carroll knows that, because so Carroll's going to go to it. That matchup's going to be there, so that's going to be the most important one, I'll say.
I would say this based on what you just said. Not even Metcalf. Yo, Mosley has been holding Lockett down. He been handcuffing Lockett, yo. Especially last year.
Okay.
Real talk. For real talk, I respect all three of these three matchups. But I gotta give it to Charvarius Ward and DK Metcalf. Reason why the competitive of Mooney and DK. DK, he's a monster. He's a competitor. And I know he's gonna bring it. I know it, yo. I give him that leverage more than Lockett than Goodwin. You follow what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I really anticipating Charvarius Ward against DK Metcalf. I really do, man. Because reason why we seen what Mosley got. We seen it. Fact. We like what Womack is producing, but we really haven't seen Charvarius Ward underneath our regime. You follow what I'm saying?
Thanks.
So, reason why we can't excuse Womack versus Goodwin because he's a rookie. You follow what I'm saying? But regarding Charvarius Ward, he's a Super Bowl champion. He's been there. He know what it takes to be a competitor. You follow what I'm saying? So having him lined up across from Metcalf, yo, man, Uncle Keith, you talking about the steaks and all that? Yo, I'm bringing my popcorn because, yo, man, I think that matchup to me, in my humble opinion, is I think that's showtime right there. Showtime.
I could be wrong.
What's up, bro?
I could be wrong, but I just feel like Metcalf is more of a one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he really gonna run deep. Is he gonna get by you? You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get by you, or they'll hit you with the screen. But he's not really in the middle of the field type and everything like that. So for Charvarius, I feel like it can be an easier matchup because with him being taller, you know what I'm saying, he can eliminate. him being a taller corner.
Charvarius Ward is taller than DK?
No. I'm saying Charvarius Ward is tall for his height as a corner.
Okay. My bad.
He's taller, so he's long. He's got that long arm span. You know what I'm saying? So he can get up there and battle with DK for jump balls and things like that. So that's not the typical matchup that Geno Smith would have. Normally, DK towers over the corner that the quarterback is throwing to. You know what I'm saying? In most instances, he doesn't necessarily do that with Charvarius. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. I don't think it's a favorable matchup for DK.
Yeah.
And I don't see Geno being going down the field that often. Last week
with the pass rush.
So that's why I said Womack and Goodwin, because he's got to protect that zone.
Yeah.
And Goodwin is good at getting open.
Yeah, with his speed, yeah. I mean,
and that's going to be Geno's safety valve.
Yeah.
Well, we just got hit by Dante Pettis, so
don't bring that up.
Good point, man. But yo, real talk.
Great question.
I get that leverage.
Yeah, great question.
Charvarius Ward and DK. I'm telling you, I think that's showtime at Levi Stadium this Sunday. That matchup right there, because I'm telling you, DK got the height, he got the strength, the physicality, and he has the speed. And I'm certain Charvarius Ward is going to compete with him. I just want to see it, and I just want to see how he's going to do it, because DK is going to bring it, yo. I'm telling you, DK is going to bring it, and that will be good for Charvarius Ward, because he will at least experience this weekend, his athleticism. You feel what I'm saying? And also our rivalry, as they say. I still don't think it's a rivalry, but some say it's a rivalry, at which I disagree. Let me say this to our faithful viewers. In regards to this question, which battle on defense are you highly anticipating? Charvarius Ward versus DK Metcalf, Emmanuel Mosley versus Tyler Lockett, or Samuel Mack versus Marquise Goodwin? If you have your answer, leave it in the chat room, and I will post it up, because we want to know your honest, humble opinion regarding this highly anticipated battle, because I want to know, outside our faithful huddle, what do our faithful viewers think about this matchup that will possibly, turn out this weekend? Because guys, oh man, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy, because you never know. You never know. Because I was doing some reading earlier today. It's a possibility, being that Mosley got Lockett number, it's a possibility they might put Mosley on DK. It's a possibility. They might switch it up. We never know how D'Amico Ryans will work. You feel what I'm saying? However, what I'm thinking D'Amico Ryans will go with Ward versus Metcalf, being that Ward he's the veteran, he has the experience.
I agree.
That's why I give it the leverage.
You can't go wrong with Metcalf as being a tough competitor.
Not at all.
But I look at it from the whole pitch, because receiver to quarterback ratio, and I don't have a tremendous amount of confidence in Geno getting the ball to him.
Yeah,
I know he's capable of it, but will he have the time with our defensive line?
Yes.
And he has to buy time, and like we said earlier, he's not a mobile quarterback.
Right.
And so he'd be looking more to dunk and use a pressure outlet than he would be going downfield. Now, I may be wrong. Metcalf may present him an opportunity to do so.
Right.
But it's a great question, though, Mark.
Yeah. You got to be on your P's and Q's, because with DK, any play, he can take it to the crib.
Yeah.
I love DK. DK's that dude, man. I wanted us to draft him. That really in that draft.
Yo, I wanted him too, yo. I was like, yo, why did they overlook this guy, yo?
Yeah. Well, it came down to his route running. It came down to his route running, and for that, Shanahan, it matters. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I ain't think about that. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
I realized I've always like damn man, why we always got these small ass wide receivers, man? They ain't got no passing windows. But then you realize, well, the type of offense and the routes that these have to do, they have to be routsmen, they have to be craftsmen. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think Ayuk is a tenfold times better route runner than Debo, because of his craftiness and his ins and out, and that's why. Like y'all saw it, man. Y'all saw it, and it's just the Bears, but the Bears have an above-average defense. Ayuk was wide open. Like Shannon, he's going to get schemed. Ayuk was wide open.
When? What game you talking about?
In the Bears game.
Okay, I'm trying to. Now you got me thinking. I'm trying to remember when he was wide open.
On both of his catches.
Oh, okay. When I hear wide open, I'm thinking that he didn't. Trey Lance didn't see him. When I heard,
those plays that happened. So it's like Shanahan's going to go crazy scheming Ayuk open. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, the number one corner going to be on that Debo. But yeah.
What's up, Niners for life? What's going on? Niners for life. I don't want to put you on the spot. We have a question on as you see on our banner. Niners for life. Which battle on defense are you highly anticipating? Charvarius Ward versus DK Metcalf, Emmanuel Mosley versus Tyler Lockett, or Samuel Matt versus Marquise Goodwin? Niners for life. We would like for you to participate in this question. Like, who are you highly anticipating? We would like to know your answer, fam, if you can answer before I go to the next question. To the Faithful Huddle, I just got a text. Y'all probably got it too. I just got a text from P. Warrior. He's not going to be able to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to prolong our time regarding this question because I was anticipating to know what his opinion is regarding this question.
Okay.
And so but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the next question, which is our last question, and then we can just ride out by freestyling regarding our team.
Okay.
So hold on. I see a comment. Let me see. Check this out, Faithful Huddle. Thank you for your comment, Niners for life. He or she says, I'm gonna go with Samuel Matt because he was pretty good in the preseason. Okay. We respect that. Okay. Yo, real talk, I respect that, but I did not expect that though. Real talk, I did not expect that. And that's the beauty of our anticipation regarding a player. You follow what I'm saying? Like, everybody thinks different, man, and that's why I respect, what we think and how we think, man. And I did not expect this answer. However, Niners for life, I am grateful for this comment. I just thought it would be a great one. So okay, so you anticipating Samuel Mack versus Marquise Goodwin. I did not know. Word is born on Faithful Huddle. I did not know that Marcus Goodwin was with the Seahawks. I did not know. I was like, word? I was like, wow. I said, yo, this is going to be personal for him. And Prez, you got me thinking about Dante Pettis when he was with us. Now we're going against Marquise Goodwin.
And trust me, Pete Carroll is aware. Pete Carroll is aware and is going to do what he can to get him a touchdown.
Yeah, man. Wow. Yo, that's crazy. All right, so let me go back. So, Favorite Huddle, this is the last question for our show. Check it out. What will be the theme for the 49ers victory this Sunday?
I think it's going to have to be the. This is all contingent on the weather. Yeah, all this answer, but the defense.
All defense.
Yeah. That's what it's going to have to be. But we need more sacks for sure.
I think we're gonna get him, bro. No disrespect to Geno Smith. I think we're gonna get him, yo. We might get 3.
Oh, we need like 4 or 5.
Hey, man.
Not saying we need it to win. I'm saying we need it because that's the talent level that this is. Like we should always be in the 3 to 4 to 5 range.
I agree. I agree.
And I'm saying definitely, I'd say 4 for sure. 4 is the floor. Like with all that talent, and you know what I'm saying. Especially if your offense gets leads, that's where we need to get leads.
Okay.
I agree.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for your comment. Pardon me if I butcher your name, Kimmy. He or she agree with you, general manager. I agree. Defense.
Yeah.
Cool. See?
What you think, Unc?
I think the theme should be release the hounds on both sides of the ball. Let's get aggressive defensively. Let's get aggressive offensively. Let's not leave any of the bullets in the chamber. Let them loose.
Yeah.
At this point, playing conservative, protect things, we lost game 1.
Yeah.
Let's just release it and let's see what we have. We didn't see all of what Trey could do in this last game.
Yeah. What I think, guys, I think I told you guys yesterday, the offense. I think the offense will be the theme of our victory this Sunday. I think they're going to stay on the field longer. I think they're going to outperform Seattle's defense. I think Kyle Shanahan. I think Kyle Shanahan, as always, he's going to design a masterpiece that will be wonderful regarding our offensive power this Sunday. I think the offense is going to be the reason why we win. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout. However, I believe that we're going to put up some points. I believe, because I think this game right here is going to be personal, not because we playing the Seahawks. I think it's going to be personal based on Kyle Shanahan saying a couple of days ago he was disappointed in the team's performance regarding the penalties and the turnovers. And when you hear that from your coach, just like when Nick Bosa was saying, like, yo, we're better than this. You follow what I'm saying? And they know this. You follow what I'm saying? And like, it was just bonehead penalties. And that's what it was. Under those circumstances on this past Sunday, I believe this is personal within themselves. You know, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you be like, yo, you're better than this. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I think they're going to take this personal to the point like, yo, we're going to do this and we're going to do this together because they can do this. You follow what I'm saying? They prefer. So I believe the offense is going to ball out this weekend. Would I like a blowout? That would be lovely. That would be lovely. But I believe that we're going to put up a lot of points. I don't know. I'll probably do a prediction as far as the score probably Friday. But right now, I can't think of one right now. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, guys. But on that note, guys, we're close to 2 hours. Faithful Huddle, what are your final thoughts, guys?
I think that we can look forward to improvement this week, on both sides of the football. I think that you can't trust something you don't know. And Shanahan is the process of getting to know his team, both offensively and defensively. If we can progress, less penalties, less big plays given up, we win. You know, we can get excited as we want to about schemes and themes. It all comes down to execution.
Yeah.
You know, we made a lot of mistakes and we're still competitive against a team that we should have lost to. And had we not made so many mistakes, we'd have blown them out.
Right.
So I take a lot of comfort in that. So my final thoughts is let's clean it up and be who we are.
Yeah, that's perfectly said. Yeah, for sure. Just give it. It's just gotta give it time, man. It's just gotta play out. It's gonna be play by play. You know, there's gonna be ups, there's gonna be downs. But we definitely have the talent in all facets. You know what I'm saying, to go out and win. I just hope for the weather. To rain. If it's raining, it just don't be crazy. Just want to be able to evaluate the team. It's just hard to evaluate the team because of the weather last week. You know what I'm saying? It's not a true replica of who we are. So, yeah, it's just see how it goes, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, to our faithful viewers, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your time and your support regarding our show. In regards to my final thoughts and the piggyback off of Uncle Keith, what we seen Sunday regarding the penalties and the turnovers, it was unfortunate. That doesn't what's the word I'm looking for? That doesn't describe our team.
Facts.
At all. At all. Yes, both teams played in that climate. Yes. However, on opposite side of the ball, those penalties happen. Period. Now, with that said, this Sunday we're gonna see something totally different and something new. And I'm confident that the 49ers is going to be more in command on both sides of the ball and more consistent on both sides of the ball. And I think that will be the theme of our victory, along with what I said. I think, I believe the offense is going to be the reason why we win. But I also want to add that on both sides of the ball, I think the command is going to be there, meaning the communication on both sides of the ball.
Facts.
I get it.
And the chemistry and playing consistent. You follow? And yep. I believe they're going to correct the third down, man. The third downs. Yeah. Like really buckle down on the third downs. And I'm pretty sure the coaches will have talked to them regarding the third downs during a situation when you need to really buckle down the most. When you want to stay on the field and also when you're trying to score when you're in the red zone. You follow what I'm saying? Especially when you're milking a clock. Because when you're milking a clock and you call and you're false starting, and I'm just using Trent Williams as an example. When he had false start, I was like, wow, you don't expect that from Trent Williams. You follow what I'm saying?
So stops the clock also.
Thanks.
It stops the clock also, so you're 100% right.
Exactly, man. And it also changed the momentum.
Yeah.
So again, my final thoughts is that we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Faithful Huddle. Yeah, that's what I got, guys. That's what I got. I want to say this too. And I got to shout out Jake Brindle. Jake Brindle has been playing good, guys.
Yes, he has.
He's been playing good. And I think this weekend also, he's gonna be that guy that's gonna help out Aaron Banks and Spencer Burford. That's the beauty of also having a center that's calling out blitzes. You follow what I'm saying? Hiking the ball, and when he hike that ball, when he sees Aaron Banks need help, he goes to his left. When he sees Spencer Burford on the right and he needs help, he's gonna go to his right. You follow what I'm saying? I think Jake Brendel, as of right now, is the best player as of right now to be our center, and I think he's going to be the beneficiary regarding the offensive line, helping out Banks and Burford. McGlinchey, we just going to just hope that on third down that he mans up. You follow what I'm saying?
Do they have anybody that can spell him on third down?
Say it again.
Got anybody else you can put in there for third down?
At right tackle?
Yeah.
Real talk on Keith. I've read that he's the best right tackle that we have.
Good enough.
Real talk. That's what I've read.
Yeah, no.
And what I read, this is from coaches. Matter of fact, this is from Chris Forrester. You follow what I'm saying? And even Chris had mentioned that Mike McGlinchey knows what he got to do.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying? But he's saying this in a good way. You follow?
So we're expecting some improvement then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but yeah, guys. But Faithful Huddle, God bless each and every one of you. That's what I got.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Again, to our faithful viewers, thank you for your time. Thank you for your support of our show. We are going to get out of here.
Like and subscribe.
I can't find it.
I appreciate y'all watching. Comments, appreciate it for sure.
Yeah, matter of fact, let me post this too. If I can find it. I got so much going on. Part of my delay. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Yeah, here we go. Pardon me, our faithful viewers. So our faithful viewers, check us out. Check our show for 49ers content every Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And wherever you located, where it's central, you're an hour behind us. Or if it's West Coast, of course, you're 3 hours behind us. Please check us out. Again, tell a friend and another friend and another friend and another friend and another friend to like and subscribe our show. Thank you, Kimmy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kimmy.
Thank you, Kimmy. We're involving. Thank you. It wouldn't be a great show without your support and time. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So on that note, Faithful Huddle, we're about to be out of here.
Yes, sir.
All righty.
All right. Cool. All right.